What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be looking at Hawkeye with the Sky Cycle. So let's check it out.
Now tuning into the Encountered Culture.
Anyway, stop being me place. Counter-culture, it's in your face. It's fun to pretend that you want it to end. I'd rather be a drinking with my friends. When we go out, you never see us again.
As promised, today we are going to be looking at the Hawkeye and Sky Cycle. Let's check out the box. Looking at the box, of course, we do get an image of Hawkeye and the Sky Cycle with that comic book art in the backdrop. Hawkeye with Sky Cycle, Marvel Legends, continuing the Avengers Beyond Earth's Mightiest. This does go into that 60th year, that anniversary that we're celebrating. We've been getting so much good stuff out of, so excited to see what this looks like out of the box. Of course, on the side here, we do get that comic book inspired art. Really nice, classic, old school rendition on the side there. Flip it to the back, you got your Sky Cycle with that base. You got Hawkeye, he's got hands, he's got a loose arrow, he's ready to shoot. We got information at the bottom there. Flip it to this side, there's a render of Hawkeye hanging out. Let's see what's in the box. Opening the box, looking what's inside. So of course the Sky Cycle comes in multiple parts, so I'll put that together first, then we'll look at that, then we'll get into Hawkeye. We'll check out some comparisons. We'll go from there. Hang tight. Alright, so putting this together, you'll see this base piece. It has a little part that just clicks in right there. And then, boom, those two pieces should meet and snap in just like that. As far as the windshield portion goes, so there is a port that'll slide in just like that, and voila. Of course, you also get the base. What's nice about this is you can kind of choose the height that you want to display at, so it does give you a little bit of option there, and that guy just pops in whichever one you want right in the bottom. Taking a look at the Sky Cycle, so not a ton of extra paint going on, but they did add some nice little touches. So in the jets back here, you do get a little bit of paint. Nothing in here, like no sort of wash or anything like that. You get a brown seat. You do get some extra paint up here in the dash area. So kind of just a little something something. And then of course black handles. Really simple but effective for sure. Taking a look at Hawkeye, here he is with all of his accoutrements ready to go. He's got the bow, he's got the extra arrow, he's got the quiver, he's got extra hands, he's got cloth goods. I've said in the past I'm not a huge fan of cloth goods, so this was something that I wasn't sure how I was going to feel about, but honestly it's not that crazy. You know, it doesn't look that bad. It actually works out pretty nicely. The big thing about this though is like, why is this black around the edges and this is not? So kind of a weird choice, I guess, and obviously that's something you could probably take like a Gundam marker or a very fine pen and kind of color in. To each their own though. You do get a little bit of color there on the buckle, so that looks cool. Face sculpt, again, just really nice. Doing a really nice job with these face sculpts. That cowl looks pretty awesome as well. These bright colors, they just pop. You know, I didn't have a chance to get the retro carded Hawkeye pictured here. I did get the one from the All-Father wave, which is what I'll use for my comparison, but it's just got some pop, and I really like that. As far as my collection is concerned, I like the characters when they really have that pop. All right, let's take a look at some of this stuff here. So of course you do get the bow. There's a bit of elasticity, but not a ton. Quiver, same one that we've received a couple of times, I think with every single figure that has a quiver, but here we are. Alright, you do get some extra paint though on the arrows, so that does look nice. And then, of course, the solo arrow as well, and extra hands. Looking at the articulation, so of course he does have the double jointed elbows. You do have a swivel at the upper arm. One thing to mention, these are loose pieces, so they do fall off quite frequently. Not fall off, but move rather. You got butterfly joints up there with a little bit of limited motion due to the chainmail portion up here. You do have that ab crunch. Works pretty nicely and not really any gap, so that's good. Same on the back. And these like bottom pieces, everything, even the top, it all looks like it's keyed in, so that's pretty nice. A little bit of a scuff down there. I don't know if that was there before or not, but oh well. Alright, you got the hole in the back for your quiver. Of course, as I said, you do get the cloth goods here. And it's actually like a finer cloth than I had thought it would be. Bear with me for a moment. It kind of looked like it would have the consistency of like a burlap sack when they showed the pictures, but it's actually a much finer cloth. Let's see. You got the upper thigh swivel there, double jointed knees. That's not cool. All right, double jointed knees. Pretty stiff, but you do get a lot of gap on that top of the boot there. Just trying to push that back. So I saw like some people post some pictures and complaints about that kind of stuff. A lot of gap in here as well. So it is not without fault, but overall it's still a nice looking figure, and they did, give you some things to kind of try and hide that kind of stuff. Maybe the cloth goods, if that wasn't there, it wouldn't have been such a problem, but honestly, I'm happy there's not a huge gap here. That it went back, to normal right away, so okay there. This is the one that probably will bother people the most and has been the one that seems like it has the biggest issue out of all of them. Alright, let's take a look at some size comparison. Alright, here's Hawkeye up against a previous version. So this is the one from the All-Father wave, hence the darker arm. Same body and everything as the one that would have been on the retro card pictured here. So you can kind of get an idea. I think height-wise, he's going to stack up a little bit taller, slightly more bulkiness to his upper body as well. So a little bit bulkier, stronger looking version of the character. Of course, much more updated, so he just looks sleeker all around. Super excited to see what this looks like in the collection. This guy, he's actually going to go and play the part of Dark Hawkeye, so I will swap out the head with one of the bullseye heads and kind of build up that team down the line. So excited for that. So here he is on the Sky Cycle. Of course, the biggest criticism from everyone so far has been the lack of pegs on the cycle. It really kind of hinders some of what you're able to do. Without them, you just got to find the right center of balance. You'll make it work. It's going to be okay, but it would have certainly helped just to have some pegs on there. I don't know. It just seems fairly logical. Looks cool though. I'm not going to be displaying him on the Sky Cycle in my collection, but I know a lot of people were very excited to get this for their collection. So for those of you that were really looking forward to getting this Sky Cycle, hopefully it's everything you wanted and more. If not, it probably wasn't, but that's okay. You guys let me know what you think about it down in the comments below. Overall, I'm excited about this Hawkeye. I think he's going to look really nice up against the 20th Cap and the 80th Iron Man. I think they will just have a nice sort of color play to them. So you guys let me know what you think about it down in the comments below. Other than that, really appreciate everybody for dropping in. Of course, as always, thank you for stopping by. You didn't have to come here, but you did, and I certainly appreciate that. Of course, if you are over on Instagram or you are over on Whatnot, feel free to head over there and check it out as well. Would certainly appreciate that. But while you're here, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe below. And until next time, take it easy.
I'm being erased, I'm being replaced. Counterculture's in your face. It's fun to pretend that you want it to end. I'd rather be drinking with my friends. When we go out, you'll never see us again.